Today on Smoky Mountain Faith Food and Fun, we're going to make a creamy white bean chicken chili that is perfect for these cold and dreary winter days. You're going to need cooked chicken. We're using chicken thighs and we're going to pre-cook them. 3 poblano peppers, 1 jalapeno pepper. You can seed or not seed. We are going to take out the seeds. An onion, diced, cilantro, 2 cups of either frozen corn or a can of canned corn, 2 cans of great northern beans, 3 cups of chicken broth. I believe it's a half a cup of sour cream. You're going to use some ground cumin, chili powder, minced garlic, marjoram, and we are going to season our chicken with salt, pepper, and Southwestern seasoning to give it a little bit more flavor. It'll be fun to see how this comes together. We hope you'll join us. So the first thing that we're going to do to get this white chicken chili going is we're going to bake off some chicken thighs. These are boneless chicken thighs. There's 5 of them there, and I have pre-seasoned them with salt, pepper, and Southwestern seasoning. And I'm going to put them in the oven on 375 for about an hour. And then I'm just going to chop them up and they'll be ready for our soup. While our chicken is baking, we are going to go ahead and chop up all our vegetables. Okay, we have our chicken cooked and chopped. I've got that ready to go in the soup when we're ready, in the chili. But I wanted to go ahead and sear off my corn and roast that just a little bit before we add everything else. And I'm going to do the same thing with my poblanos. I want to kind of roast those in the pan and get a little bit of a char on them. Okay, we have already got our corn kind of charred and seared a little bit, roasted, and I'm going to actually just push this to the side of the pan and put in most of our poblano so that they can sear and roast as well. So we are gonna, and our jalapenos are in here also. Get some most of them in there. A few onions ain't gonna hurt. Alright, we've got our poblanos in here. And they're already starting to char a little bit on the bottom, which is what we're wanting to happen. Oh boy, does that smell amazing. Oh, those peppers. Brooks is in there going, that smells so good. You know, in all the inventions they've invented in the world, they've still not invented smell-o-vision. Maybe one day, huh? So while I'm cooking and roasting these poblanos and corn, I'm going to go ahead and drain my beans because we don't need the liquid from the beans. Although, if you wanted to, you probably could reserve some of the bean liquid, and that would help thicken your chili at the end, and it wouldn't hurt it. I hear sizzling and whistling. Oh, look at that. Yep, see? That little bit of brown and burnt that we're seeing on those peppers is exactly what we're looking for. We don't want them to be burned, but we just want them to be charred a little bit. And I think I'm actually going to go ahead and take this time to add in our spices. And we're going with about a tablespoon of chili powder, and it's coming out slow, so I'm just going to take the lid off. We want the chili flavor for sure. And cumin. And maybe a teaspoon cumin. Marjoram. And if you don't have marjoram, you can use oregano. Hey, oh goodness, chili powder. Chili powder will do it. And we're going to go ahead and stir that in. Oh, the aromatics going on now. And add in our onions. And along with our onions, since we're done charring, I'm going to go ahead and throw in half a stick of butter, because everything is better with butter. And that'll keep everything from sticking. I've got my heat on low medium. It's between a 3 and a 4, so it doesn't take a very high heat to get these veggies charred. I start it with high heat and then I turn it down as soon as I add the food into the pot. And boy, does it smell good. I can't even tell you how it smells. heaping tablespoon of garlic. Minced garlic from a jar is just fine. Always add the garlic in kind of after everything else because you don't want to burn garlic. That is not good. Everything is coming together very nice. And that looks beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add salt and pepper. I use low sodium chicken broth. So I kind of estimate the pepper or estimate the salt as I go. Alright, that looks so good and it smells good. I'll throw in our chicken and the 5 chicken thighs that I baked, seasoned and baked, was exactly 2 cups of chicken chopped up. So now we've got everything kind of mixed in and blended in there together. And I add in most of our cilantro. Leave a little for garnish. I love cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, leave it out. A lot of people don't like cilantro, but Brooks and I both love it. Yeah, let's just do back up here for a second. There we go. I moved you around a little bit there, didn't I? Alright, now I'm going to add in 4 cups of low sodium chicken broth. Of course, you can make your own stock if you want to, but today we're just gonna go with the boxed. I also use the better than bouillon quite often, and I love that. It works really well. Got our beans going in. These are just great northern beans because it is a white chili. And 2 cans of that. Boy, that already looks good, doesn't it? Alright, so we are going to go ahead and let this simmer for a little bit. And then I will bring you back when it's about done, and we will add the sour cream. And possibly some heavy cream, which I did not mention in the ingredients, but I'm thinking it might need it. Or we may go ahead and use the immersion blender and cream it up that way. So we'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, everybody, looks like we are done. Simmered on the stove for maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. It probably would have been fine after an hour because when I tasted it after an hour, the flavor was just robust and delicious. But look how beautiful and yummy that looks, and it's a nice, chunky, delicious looking chili. So I'm going to use my immersion blender for a little bit just to kind of cream it up a little bit. And then first I'm actually going to add sour cream, which I forgot to do. And that's going to be about a half a cup of sour cream, which is, that's about a half a cup. With soups, you can eyeball. Oh no, I splattered. Ah! Videos don't always go perfectly, I'll tell you. Sometimes it's user error. Oh, that looks so good. Awesome. That looks so good. Wow. And I'll tell you, it smells amazing. Stir it up. And for good measure, and this is not typically what you would do with a chili, but I'm doing it. It's more of something you might do with a chowder. But I think it's just going to take it to the next level. Is add in about a 1/4 cup of whipped cream or heavy cream. There, oh my goodness. That looks so yum. And Brooksy is going to try it for us here in a few minutes at the table, and I'm going to plate it up and make it look beautiful. And we'll let you know how it is, but I can tell you by how it smells, it's amazing. We will be back with you when it's time to try it. Okay, we've got our creamy white chicken chili all ready to eat. I've got it garnished with a little Monterey Jack cheese, sour cream, a few slices of fresh avocado, and of course cilantro. And we've got Brooksy baby here, who is gonna give it a try.
Give it a shot.
Yeah. Let's see. Go ahead.
Kind of dig in there. Got the beans, and you got peppers and corn, and got the avocado. That's nice. Sour cream. See, I like to just mix everything up. It's a chunky chili. It's nice. It's hearty. Look at that. And the smell. I wish I could tell you about the smell. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Did you renew your subscription to that? Because if you could smell this, of course you heard Christy sneeze earlier. I get that, because as soon as I mean, it's not a bad
The aromatics
smell,
of the peppers just went whoop.
The aroma, as soon as it like wafts in your direction.
But it's not
like,
spicy.
Ooh.
It's not spicy at all. It's just flavorful.
I like a small amount of spice, and she knows that. So let's see, because this has got poblanos and jalapeno in it, right? Just
2 jalapenos, but I deveined and deseeded.
Yeah.
And poblanos
taking out the ribs and the seeds is essential with jalapenos.
And poblanos aren't hot.
No. There's barely any heat there at all, really. It's just a little bit on the back end, and it's just nice. It's not heavy.
How's
it's not
the flavor?
Like a Mike Tyson punch in the jaw. It's good. It just bam, it hits you, the flavor. So
I admit I tried it, and I'm like, yeah, this is my new way to eat chili.
Taste it. So the big thing that I'm getting out of this too is where you've roasted everything.
Yes. Do you taste that good?
You get that. I mean, right off. The roasting of the peppers, the chicken. The chicken specifically has this real deep flavor, and man, it's good. No. But the garnishes on top are very nice. You don't need them, but they are perfect because they just really complement this soup. Soup, chili, whatever you want to call it. It is chili. I think I found my new favorite chili.
Yeah, I said that too. I'm like, oh wow, I think I like this better than regular chili.
I do.
And then I added a little bit of cream, which is unconventional, but it just sort of took it over the top, I thought.
The creaminess, there's a lot of texture in the soup, but it's a very creamy soup still. I keep calling it soup, stew, whatever you want, chili, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, very good.
We thank you so much for hanging with us, and we hope that you're enjoying our videos.
Yes. Leave us a comment, prayer request, anything you've got. Like I said, we're here to help.
Make sure you like and subscribe, share, because that, again, that helps our channel grow so that we can do more.
That's right. And click that little notification bell, because when we upload this video, you won't be able to see it. So, but we appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much. And until next time, God bless you, and we'll see you then.
Bye-bye.